Hey y'all, I'm Shayna, and I didn't think I would be here, but I'm back with another review for Basketball Wives Season 12, Episode 2. I haven't watched, I did Basketball Wives Orlando when they had a season, they had a little run. I did a few episodes reviewing that, but I haven't watched like the original Basketball Wives with the LA or, makeshift wives and the Miami girls. I haven't done that in a while. So, but I'm just be honest. I want to see Jackie and her daughter get into that little tussle. Like that has my attention. I really don't care about nothing else. I just want to see that. But since we here, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Check out my other content. I talked about what's going on with my YouTube channel and what the expectations are, what may come with it. It's just kind of trial and error right now. So just liking, commenting, subscribing will help your girl out a ton. And kind of give me the push to keep going in the meantime. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So Brittany Renner and Evelyn colorist Lozada are back on good terms. Okay, because they had a little falling out. They hugged it out. They working out at the gym. They giggling. They laughing. Now, they both talking about how they single. And Brittany lies allegedly and says that she's not, her phone is dry. She ain't talking to nobody. But we know that's not the case. We know that her husband is married Kevin Gates. So there's that. Whether it's legal or not, that's to be determined. Okay, TBD. So then we see Brandy. And she says she and her husband are separated, but not legally. I said, okay, storyline. Because if you talking about something about that cheating, child, he been cheating on you this whole time. Oh Lord, I drank a water bottle and the thing is popping. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we seen you on Ayala trying to get your life fixed. He was cheating then. He's still cheating now. He gonna cheat when you move back in the house. Girl, save it. Come up with another storyline because I'm fed up with my husband. Please, I haven't watched in seasons and nothing's changed with her and her storyline. Anywho, so Evelyn meets with Brandy and Ty Young, that is. And Brandy asked about Ming because, Ming and Ty were together. Now they're not together, but they're on the show together. Make sense. Ty said they've been on and off for about 9 months. And I'm like, that's it? I thought it was longer, only 9 months. Now, Ty do pull the ladies, okay? We know she was with Mimi Foss. The streets say, that's what they say, that she get around. I don't know, that's just what they say. Not what I said, because I don't know. But Brandy is saying she can't forgive her husband for cheating on her 50 times. And I'm not exaggerating. She said 50 times. But my thing is, why? You forgave him the other 49 times. Why was the 50th time where you drew the line? Like, why was that the deal breaker? He been embarrassing me. He been embarrassing you the whole time. Why? What's different today than yesterday, last year, the year before that, the year before that one? I need to know. But okay. Then she claims he's her best friend. What kind of best friend would treat you this way? Y'all be real life sleeping with the enemy, talking about that's my best friend. Ain't that what Tiana said? Not too much of my bestie. And now he want to throw her in prison. Okay, I might do a little hot topic. So stay tuned. Check out the community tab. Turn on your post notifications, okay? No best friend would cheat on you 50 times, girlfriend. But okay, go off. So Ming meets with Jackie. I don't know why Ming touched her face. Because I remember when Ming was getting hot in the early 2010s era. I don't know what she did to her face, but I wish she didn't. But that's neither here nor there. She ain't needed. So Jackie feels a way that her daughter, Chantel, or she calls her Shani, she feels a way that she eloped. Because Jackie big on weddings, planning a wedding. She had to plan a wedding every year for herself. And she was excited. Jackie, obviously there's a reason why your daughter eloped. And then come to find out, for the preview for next week, Jackie don't even know her son-in-law. I don't understand because your daughter has a whole baby with the man and you never met him. Like, how does that even work? How does that happen? Okay, their relationship a little more strained than I thought. And what's going on with Jackie's older, darker complected daughter? Did they make up or she? Fill me in the comments. Fill me in. So Ming, because Jackie asked if Ming has kids, she has a daughter. She said she spent 91 days on bed rest in a hospital to get her daughter delivered safely. And I too can actually personally relate because with my son, he's 13 now. But when I was pregnant with him, I had to go on bed rest early on at home, and then I ended up being on bed rest for months in the hospital. And I still had him early at 29 weeks. They did kind of prepare me just in case he came early. We tried different things to kind of speed up like his lung growth and things like that. I mean, it was a lot. I couldn't get up and walk around. It was a whole lot. And he came early, and then we spent another 6 weeks in the NICU. So preemie babies are the strongest babies. Now he's 13. You would never know. But shout out to Ming for, having a safe and healthy pregnancy. I'm glad that she was able to make it through because she said they told her she couldn't have children and she had to do about 5 rounds of IVF. And I remember with my son, I had already lost a child. And then the doctor was telling me that he might not make it into plan my next pregnancy. So, these babies are miracles walking amongst us. Okay. 5 rounds of IVF sounds like a lot, but the baby's here. Okay. Praise God. So anywho, they FaceTime Jen, who was supposed to meet them there, but she's at home with her man. She the kind of woman who you get a man and then you just like abandon everybody. Like you get a man and then you just don't have no friends. You can't go nowhere without the man. She should know from, her previous relationships. That's not the way to go. Like you are a couple, you are one, but you are a person. Like you still need to have your own life and individuality and things of that nature too. Because if something happened and now you calling your friends back and everybody like, girl, we ain't heard from you. We can't even talk to you unless that man with you. So, have a little, sometimes it's good. Have a little space, miss the person. Like, sheesh. I know they newlyweds, but Lord, that water bottle popping again, child. So Jen's husband all up in the camera. I remember she was saying she felt bad. Like he got locked up again because he was just a regular citizen. He wasn't on the cameras, famous or nothing like that. And she got him on the spotlight. No, he wanted this life. He wants to be in the camera. He all up in the FaceTime. We don't hear him in the background. We hear and see him. He pushing her almost out the camera so he can get up in there. Okay, girl. Bad enough he don't work. But anyway, Jen feels like Evelyn needs to mind her business. I mean, Evelyn does need to mind her business, but then what else was she talking about? Herself? Like, she ain't got nothing going on. What else would she be talking about? What would she be discussing? Clearly nothing. So, yeah, she's going to talk about you, Jen. And to think they used to be best friends. So we see Jackie annoying her daughter at her grandson's photo shoot. And then we see Brandy telling her friend that she wants to start a seasonings line. Everybody want to be having seasonings, child. Good luck. Brandy and Ming, they meet. I said Brandy and Ming. Ty and Ming. Child, forgive me. I'm trying to remember these names. I told you I ain't watching in a minute. Oh, the air kicking on. Hold on real quick. Okay, and we back like we never left. So as I was saying, Ty and Ming meet. And clearly there's some unfinished business between them. There's still some chemistry. Like they not done. Clearly. Ming said that Ty was cheating on her. She thinks she feels like she emotionally cheated on her. And she was like, I went through your phone record. She said she mentioned Drew. And I said, Ty is being mentioned over Housewives of Atlanta. Drew is being mentioned over here. VH1 and Bravo got to cut these people checks and they might as well just do some crossover action at this point. It needs to happen. I know Drew on Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you didn't see it already, I did my review for that. Be sure to check it out on a channel. Shameless plug. But anyway, I know Drew's mama is really religious and all that, but honey, you got to address this because they talking about it either way. So you might as well get ahead of it and speak on it yourself. So I was like, I was just being a good friend, being there for my friend, letting her vent, because Ming said they were on the phone for 50 hours in the month. Like 50 hours is a lot, but I think it was over the course of the entire month, but that's still a lot. Ty said that Ming was sneaking around with a man. Like, she went on a trip with some dude. I don't know if it was an ex-boyfriend or just some guy she said was her friend, or I don't know. But apparently Ming said like they weren't sleeping in the same room. Then she found out they were. Like, Ming, you got all the audacity, girl. Like, you got a nerve. That is way worse. Like, emotionally cheating is cheating. I do believe that it's cheating. And sometimes you feel like it's worse because, okay, like you feel like physical is just physical, but you like really are like attaching to somebody and talking to somebody when you should be talking to me if you're in a relationship with me. But at the same time, girl, you lied about sleeping in the room with a man and you was going on a trip with him, girl. What are you on? Like, both of y'all, both of them sound like some cheaters, in my opinion. So Ty was like, look, are we getting back together? Are we moving in together or what? Where are y'all sleeping in now? Hotels? Wish y'all just got there into LA today. Like, what's going on? But Ming said they can work on being friends with no benefits. Boring. Anyway, Chantel calls her brother to vent about their mother, Jackie. Chantel sounds exactly like her mama. Like, I can't unhear Jackie when she talks. But I love seeing when siblings are close, especially brothers and sisters. Like, I think that's such a special bond. Anywho, Chantel just wants boundaries with her mom. Like, she just wants her mom to have some boundaries, show a little respect. And she said she's going to plan an event for the ladies. So Jen, her husband Christian, and Jackie all meet up. And Jackie was telling Christian, like, look, you need to defend yourself. If you feel like you didn't do anything wrong, defend yourself. Jackie, hear what happened first before you start telling him to defend anything, girl. Now, the people say he really is a real legitimate scammer. And this is all alleged, but this is what they said. It's a lot of what, the streets been talking a lot. Okay. Now he's showing a text thread between him and Evelyn's baby daddy's cousin who claimed she got scammed by him. So he's showing a text thread. That text thread didn't prove nothing. Like, I don't know what you pulled this out for and what this was supposed to do and why you and Jen are dressed like y'all going to a funeral, but this didn't prove not a thing for me. So Jackie advises him that he should just provide a refund and let it be done. Like, it'll be a wash. Like, you give the refund, she'll go away. That's the end of it. Well, not now, because it took too long. It should have been gave her the refund. Because he said, like, oh, does she deserve a refund? Yes, but why does she wait? It don't matter. She deserves a refund, so give it. Like, or do you not have the money no more? You spent it. Ask Jen. I'm sure she got it. Okay, because you know. So Jen said Evelyn's daughter had a baby by a felon, so she shouldn't even be speaking on it. I said, ooh, well. Jen said, look, I ain't the only one. I ain't going to be the only one holding this I got a felon of a man trope, okay? Some of y'all got felons too. She ain't in this alone. So we see Brandy in the next scene. She has an awkward conversation with her husband that we really didn't need to see. I could have done without, but I guess we got to fill up time. He treats her the way he treats her. He do her like he do her because she allows it. She won't leave. And a man won't leave his dummy. So there's that. Be a dummy in peace, girl. Who cares what the people saying at this point? You want to be in it, be in it, girl. So we get to Chantel's. Chantel is having a child-free night out with Evelyn and Ming. I do kind of wish they would get like some real legitimate friends. Like, everybody kind of just meeting for the first time. Because there's like, it feels like an interview. Like, there's a whole lot of, I don't know you. Who is she? Explain what's going on. Like, I just want y'all to already kind of be friends. But we know it ain't going to happen. So Chantel is surprised that she's actually getting along with Evelyn because she did have some preconceived notions, but she wanted to come in and give everybody a clean slate. It's kind of just hard to be on here when it's like, when your mama is in a friend group and you got a strained relationship with the mama. Like, but we going to see how this goes. Now, Ming says she doesn't want any awkwardness between her and Ty since they're running in the same circles and they don't need no tension in the group. Girl, just get back with your boo. Or do you want to be with a man? Make up your mind, but don't keep playing these games. That's what you don't do. So Ming mentions that Jackie said that she was hurt that she couldn't plan her daughter's wedding. Jackie, you planned enough. You planned enough weddings. Let your daughter do what she want to do. Okay. Ming also mentions that Jen called Evelyn a fan. Okay. Said she was a fan. And Evelyn Meanzada said not a single soul is envious of Jen's marriage. Nobody is jealous of that. I mean, when she writes, she right. You know, she do got a point. I don't think anybody wants that. I too am in agreement with Evelyn, and I hate it for me. But anyway, so Ming mentioned that Jen is just protecting her husband, and Evelyn said, not so fast. That is not her husband. Okay. Now, apparently, Evelyn is insinuating that Jen pulled a Yandy and a Medicis, a Yandy Smith from Love and Hip Hop, New York / Atlanta. She said that they had, you know, they might be spiritually married, but they ain't legally married. Okay, they might have had a party and a wedding ceremony, but there's no legal paperwork and no documents. Now, I know in some states, I think in California, you can seal the record. Why would you want to though? Like, if I gotta seal it, then I don't. Why am I getting married? But Jen live in Atlanta, so there's that. Evelyn might be on to something, and then they got married in another country. And anytime somebody like elopes or gets married in another country, I always wonder like how long it takes to actually make it legal in the United States. Or does she want to make it legal with a felon? I wouldn't want to get my funds wrapped up with him, but that's just me. And he got 2 kids and child support and everything. Oh, girl, Jen, what are you doing, honey? You want a man that bad? I guess, girlfriend. But anyway. So Chantel, we get to her event, and it's an obstacle course. It was a surprise. The ladies didn't know, even though I guess everybody was informed to wear sneakers. Brittany Renner showed up with her friend, and I'm like, why is she here? Because she ain't saying not a word. I guess we're going to find out later. But, I mean, this is different. It's cute. You know, it's not the usual dinner, throwing drinks, you know. So Evelyn and Ty are riding together, and Evelyn tells Ty that Brandy said that she's cute. And somebody, the producer asked Ty, like, are you flattered? She was like, no, but she was giggling. And they were like, you know, do you think Brandy's cute? And she like, I'm not going to answer that. Like, y'all trying to get her in trouble with Ming. Stop it, y'all messy. So, but Ty said, you know, most women think she's cute. And I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Now, I'm not into women, okay? Honey, I'm straight. But Ty is cute. If I did swing that way. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So after the obstacle course, Jackie puts on her producer hat. Okay, it's time to produce a scene. And she wanted to get down to the bottom of the drama between Jen and Evelyn. And her daughter like, right now? Like, we got to do this right now? Yes, girl, right now. Right here, right now, where everybody's sitting here. That's how we produce a scene. Jackie ain't new to this. So Jen reiterated that Evelyn's daughter, Shanice, just had a baby with a felon, the rapper The Game. Ooh, child. And didn't they say he just had to sell his house to pay that lady that money he owed her for some alleged SA? Ooh, child, let's get into it in the hot topics, honey. So, and Shanice in her 20s, our first baby, you the third baby mama, girl, what was you thinking? Ooh, girl. Anywho, Evelyn said the difference is your felon is still scamming though. Like, he's still currently doing criminal activities in Evelyn's opinion. So this ain't past tense. This ain't he was a felon. He used to be. She's saying he was a scammer then and he's a scammer now. Okay. And of course, Evelyn was going to drag her for bringing up her daughter. Because she like, look, you don't got no kids. You ain't never had no kids. You don't bring up my child. You ain't no mother. Don't talk about my child. Now, first of all, and she said, don't bring up my daughter and who she's with. I don't think that she's with him. Because he acting like she just his baby mama and that's it. I mean, but I digress. Anywho, now I get it. As a mother, when somebody's like who don't have kids is kind of speaking on kids and stuff like that, kind of like you don't get it, you don't have kids, like, hold on, watch it, watch your tone. But in this situation, I feel like it was fair game. Like, I feel like, Evelyn, you're speaking on Jen's husband. She said that's her husband, so as of right now, we're going to say husband. So then you don't get to be like, oh, well, don't talk about my daughter. Why are you sitting up here talking about my business? Why ain't you talking about yours? Because you don't have none? You talk about my husband, and I'm speaking like I'm Jen. You talking about my husband. So then when I mention your daughter also has a felon of a baby daddy, then don't get mad talking about something. Oh, you won't be able to walk the streets of LA. And girl, and neither, and I know it make two of us. And what next? But see, you know, Kat had Jen's son. She ain't say nothing. Hopefully next week she'll get her together. Because I feel like, honey, it's fair game. She didn't talk about your daughter. She just pointed out a fact. But anyway, that's where the episode ends. If y'all want me to continue to review Basketball Wives, just let me know down in the comments. But for me to do it, you got to like the video. You got to comment and subscribe. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.